doesn't get better than that. Dacos. He's goal.
Last week on the club.
This is not good. So ball trying to come back. So they're down by 2 players now.
I guess you see other players go through it over the years and hope and think that it's never going to happen to you, but I guess my turn was up.
There's always going to be a lot of media, talking about the club, and that's fine. But what happens internally is what really counts, and that's up to us to drive that really strong.
I think it's justified that there's a little bit of there's questions and comment about our performance on Friday because it was simply not the standard we expect. It's a joke that they leave this roof open, isn't it? You'd understand if it was. It's east-west. Is this east-west or north-south? Whatever. If it was that way, you wouldn't mind it, would you? Hit Johnson. Look at Swanee smiling because you're back.
Kick that in, wouldn't you? Win the toss. Because the sun's going that way, and by second quarter...
You don't want your defenders to be with their eyes in the sun.
So you want your forwards?
Because, your forwards, because if you're going to make a mistake, you want the mistake in your forward line. So you go that way. Yeah, no, you got to think, we're thinking the other way today.
Yeah, that's exactly
you
right.
want their defenders to be looking into the sun early.
Yeah.
Ebert's a good size, isn't he? The way he moves around, you wouldn't think he's that tall, but he marks it well, and he's a big unit, I reckon. Yeah, mate. Steelo. Hands, mate. Back yourself today, mate. So we'll go that way.
The toss of the coin, Dominic Cassisi winning the toss, and we'll kick to the left of the screen. It's been a massive week for Collingwood, as we've mentioned. It's been headline after headline. Collingwood currently 13th on the ladder, Port Adelaide 12th. And a good crowd in. And we're underway. To half forward for the first time. Cloak dumped away from him. Hits the deck. Payne caught, dispossessed. Dawes had a piece of it. Sinclair rolls it towards goal. It bounces kindly. Swan with the clearance. Cloak. Hands on it, couldn't mark it. Carlisle caught by Fasolo. Cloak collects. Left foot kick. They're hot right now, Collingwood. They look on. Dawes leads wide. It's in his direction. Almost. Sinclair. Gang tackle. Gives it up. Payne. Extends the Payne for Port Adelaide. Clark feeds it back. Seedsman again. Top of the square. Cloak's there. And it passes straight through them. In the dying seconds. Carlisle cuts it off, but sometimes you need to have the lows just to make the highs feel even better. And they've been down, Collingwood. They've been kicked around this past week. But it's got to feel good for Nathan Buckley right now.
I thought that our experienced players stood up today and stood up through the week. And it was really encouraging to see that, because in the end, for all the direction that the coaches set, the leaders need to drive, the senior players and leaders need to drive that through the group, and that was encouraging. This week was, a long one, mentally, emotionally. The game felt like it took 100 days to get there. So the fact that we've got a short break into the next one, I reckon the players are looking forward to it. It's going to be a great challenge, and it's a fantastic occasion. Once you as soon as the final siren went today, our focus has been entirely on getting ourselves up and ready to go, and we're not going to have any trouble doing that.
Now, the boys put up extremely well from yesterday's match. First game we already had this year, so we're happy where they're at the moment. This week being a 4-day turnaround, we keep the same processes in place, but we obviously put more emphasis on the recovery component, and we can't train as with the same intensity and same loads. The most important part is we rehydrate and replenish their carbo stores straight away. Then we go into a process of recovery. We do different types of recovery modalities, a bit of stretching and so on. Then they go through their ice baths, and then they refuel again that night, and we get them back into the club Sunday morning. We reassess and get them ticking over. The first 48 hours is crucial. We get the players in every day, and we go through various recovery modalities to ensure that by that 96 hours they're up and going and firing all cylinders. With the 4-day turnaround, we don't make it an issue. It's something where this is what we're dealt with, and this is how we're going to approach with a very kind of methodical manner. So we don't see it as a big deal. This is something that we have to go with, and the opposition same thing. So it's a level playing field. Anzac Day is a big day, and we know we're privileged to play on this day, and everything is being prepared and planned for, and we're looking for a positive result.
Still to come on the club.
Coming generations should always remember what Anzac Day was all about.
The presence of mind to get the hand pass to Buckley. Buckley goes after 3 bounces and will kick to the front of the square. Marking contest, the ball at the back, and Severio